Wah. Like the New Orleans niggas BG there. Wah. What's up, family? I make a little video about all the stuff I quit because this my first day not smoking weed, and I know I said I wasn't gonna smoke no more for 30 days, but man, I'm through with that shit forever. All it took was one day. I'm through with it. I'm a person that can quit whatever. You feel me? I can quit anything that I'm on, and I'm not gonna get on nothing that'll harm me. Like even back in the day when ecstasy and all that shit came out, I never popped one bean. Um, when cocaine, niggas, everybody popping cocaine, snorting cocaine and doing Percocets and all that shit, drinking lean. I ain't fucking with it. I drunk lean one time back when before it even got popular, like '06, and I fell asleep watching boxing. My nigga Bernard Hopkins was fighting somebody. I think he's fighting De La Hoya, a real fight. I fell asleep with my sub in my hand. I had a Jerry sub. And I woke up, that mug was on my lap, cold. Everybody was gone. I'm like, what the fuck? And I ain't drank lean since that day. I ain't, like I said, I never even popped no Percocets or none of that shit. You know, not to get high. I never popped them, but I had popped prescription meds when I was sick. But one time in the hospital, no, I got bit by a spider and I had to pop some little pills or something, or some and shit I didn't know about. But I never was no addicted to pills, so I quit. But whatever I'm on, I can quit because I did. I quit all prescription medicine too. But this all this stuff, I ain't got no list of it, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what all I done quit. I quit cigarettes. That was one of the things I quit. I used to smoke I was smoking cigarettes as a kid. Like I used to steal my mama's cigarettes and shit like that. And at I don't even know how old, dog. It was single digits and shit like that. We used to be smoking cigarettes, stealing them. Go over my auntie Des in them house. Even auntie Des used to smoke Virginia Slims. And nigga, I used to nigga my cousin Damien, he go steal one, come out there with it. I wouldn't go in her. I wouldn't go in her pocketbook. I think I did before. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I just thought about it because I did go in there. Oh, she had a cigarette. No, I didn't go in it. Auntie Dessa know me. She slapped me from heaven right now. No, I didn't go in her cigarette. But my cousin brought the motherfucker out. Badass nigga. He was 3 years older than me, but we were both bad as hell together. That nigga, shout out to my cousin. You watching this? One love, dang, baby. I love you to death, baby. You came out with Auntie Dessa, Virginia Slims. We smoking the shit out them bitches. Ha 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 ha. Doing backwards flips and shit. Yeah, I was smoking cigarettes down there all my life, man. I used to get caught with them. I used to be walking to school smoking. So I was a real smoker. And then one day, I ain't even trying to quit. My homeboy Mike D had died, and my homeboy Vince had died, like all around the same time. This was like 2003 and 4, and it was 2004 Father's Day. And I'm like, man, I was celebrating and shit. That's when I used to do holidays, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't smoking no cigarettes today. I'm gonna smoke Black and Miles for my man Mike D. Because Mike D used to smoke Black and Miles, and I'm like, I went and bought a box of Black and Miles. I'm like, I ain't smoking no squares today. I'm gonna smoke all Black and Miles, represent my dog. And I took a puff of one of them Black and Miles. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't do it. So what I was doing to represent my man Vince, I said I was gonna smoke Black and Miles and smoke big ass Swisher sweets for my man Vince, cause both of them died. So and Vince, he used to take a big Swisher, the fat ones, and just dump the tobacco out without cutting it. And then he used to stuff a half ounce into him. He used to crush down a half ounce and stuff it in the Swisher. And that mug used to be perfect. It used to look like the tobacco was there. And we used to be blowing them up, and they was cold. So I was trying to do that. I was trying to roll the swishers like my man Vince that day, and everything wasn't going right. cause I ain't know how to stuff them like my dog. So I was just rolling big ass blunts and stuffing them in the Black and Mild tops. And I'm like, yeah, this how I'm gonna do, you know. And but the point of the story, that day I was smoking. I didn't even smoke the Black and Milds. I was breaking them out the tops and putting and putting blunts in it, like it looked like a Black and Mild, but it was really a blunt. But the next day after that, I never went and bought another pack of cigarettes, and I was a heavy cigarette smoker. And I never went back bought no cigarettes no more, and I never smoked no more. That's one thing I had quit. Um, I had like I said, I had quit pork. I remember I had quit pork, and I was a heavy pork eater. You know, I remember people used to tell me they ain't eat pork. I used to get mad, like, nigga, what type of nigga don't eat pork, nigga? Nigga, nigga, you gay as hell, nigga. I used to be, nigga, the real niggas eat pork, nigga. Pork. I was a nigga the pork man, nigga. That man, I seen some parasites come out some pork chops, man. I ain't never ate pork since that. Well, I didn't eat pork knowingly because pork is in so much stuff. You know what I mean? It is in candy, it's in jelly, it's in jello. It was in so much shit, even though I wasn't eating jello or nothing. But you know what I mean? Pork was in so much stuff. I didn't know it's even in Jiffy mix right now. Lard. You know, pork is just in so much shit. So I still was eating it, but I didn't know. But the meat pork, I left that alone. And then once my knowledge grew, but that's one thing. I left pork alone. And what else I left alone? I had eventually left beef alone. I'm like, man, I ain't messing with no beef, I'm gonna make a video about all the nasty poisonous things in pork and in beef, and man, why y'all should leave that alone, man. It's so disgusting and poisoning, but I had end up leaving beef alone. I had end up leaving another thing I quit: candy, chips, pop, juice, all that stuff at the store. I quit that. I knocked that down. Quit that shit. Um, I quit prescription medicines and over the counter meds. I quit that shit. I'm like, man, I don't need this shit. And when I quit that, I never needed it. I don't feel no pain. You know what I mean? I don't, my foot hurt right now. I don't know why my foot had hurt. Did I hit it or something? I don't know, but I know what happened. You know what I mean? I know what happened to my foot because I was cutting hard the other day. Then I never stopped. I've been partying and running and doing all type of shit and never sat down. But this Sabbath I'ma sit down. But I feel a little pain in my foot. It ain't nothing serious. But I had quit prescription pills. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck all that. I'm not popping none of that. What else I had quit? I quit fast food. Back in 2014 or 15, I didn't eat no more fast food. I'm like, man, I'm not eating that junk, man. That's poison. Plus, I was funny with fast food anyway because I don't know who making that shit back there, man. And I was living in Taylor when I had quit it, and I wouldn't eat fast food out there because I didn't want them pale people making my food. Pale people was nasty to me. You know what I mean? I ain't against them, but they know they nasty. They be scratching their ass and all type of shit. Pale people don't care. They do all type of stuff to them. Every time you see something happen at a restaurant with some food, it be pale people doing nasty shit. So, and then back then I had the man like they hate us and all that. I didn't know the truth of we the real gods of this earth. You know what I mean? And pale people they lie about their history to make themselves better than us, but we really the lords of this shit. So I didn't know that. So I'd be like, they want to spit in our food for slavery and shit. So I didn't eat too many restaurants, no way. But I did. I used to love some like Wendy's and shit like that, but not out there. You know what I mean? But overall, I quit all that shit, all fast foods. And then after that, after I quit all fast foods in 2014, in 2015, I quit all restaurants. I quit all restaurants. I don't want nobody cooking my food, man. That shit disgusting, man. You don't know who back there. Them people, man. These people, I eat a certain kind of way and always been funny. But I still used to go to restaurants trusting in them people cooking our shit, man. Man, you can't put a pistol to my head right now. Get me to eat at no restaurant, nigga. Plus, the way I eat now, none of these restaurants could cook for me. No one can cook for me. Flat out. No one could cook for me but me. And then if somebody start learning my diet and living with me and learning how I could, then they probably could. But I don't see that happening. So I quit all restaurants, man. That was disgusting. I went there. Um, what else I quit? I quit liquor. I had quit liquor a couple years ago, man. That shit had me throwing up blood. After a night of drinking, I wake up, take a Duke, and look in the toilet. It be blood in there. You know, I had Dukes of blood. I started duking blood, and I wasn't even no everyday drinker. I used to only drink, I ain't drink. I drank like about 2, 3 times a week the liquor back then, and I was drinking 2 pints, and I was drinking cheap shit. I was raised up drinking. That's another thing. I've been drinking since a kid, sneaking drinks and drink, and then once I got old enough, like 13, 14, I ain't gonna say 13, because I wasn't going to bad like that at 13, but 14 on up, I was going to buy my shit. Buying wines and stealing them bitches out the store and all type of shit. So I was drinking a long time. I wasn't no drunk like these niggas is. I wasn't never no dirty ass nigga wake up, need a drink in the morning, or I'm gonna be mad or nothing. No, I used to drink when I get with females and hang or go with the crew, and you know, I ain't wake up with no shakes. I ain't get that far. But I used to love that liquor, and I be drink, man. I don't touch no liquor now, man. If it ain't organic, vegan wine, I ain't gonna touch it, and I ain't gonna drink that much of that. My tolerance done went down so much that one bottle of that vegan wine, I be high as hell. Yeah. What else I done quit? Man, I done quit females, people like I done quit people I was cool with, seeing them niggas on some hoe shit, nigga. I don't wanna be around y'all. I done quit females that was on fake shit, I was messing with. I even quit the love of my life. I seen her trying to play me like I was a lame and disrespecting me like I ain't no gangster, baby. The gangster of love. Shit, I had to let that go. Man, and I was in love. That was the love of my life, man. I'm done, and when I'm done with anything, I don't look back, whether like it's the weed, the cigarettes, the restaurants, the pills, and all that shit. Once I was done, I never look back. And it's the same with people. I be in, my heart will be into you, will cry, I ball in, emotional. And once you do some shit and keep playing with me, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. It could be my mama, my daughter, and shit, my daddy, my girl, anything, anybody. My grandma, I don't give, y'all come at me wrong, I'm gone. And that's how I always been cut. So I done quit a lot of people. Um, what else I done quit? I quit a lot of shit. Did I say candy and chips and shit? Yeah, I used to love candy and chips. You know what I mean? I didn't eat it like some people. Some people eat that shit all day, but I used to love M&Ms, and I used to love Snickers. I used to love Twix, Reese cups. Yup, I quit that shit. I used to love that chocolate shit. I quit that. And now it's the weed. And one day not smoking that weed, I quit it. And today I didn't get hungry, like I didn't eat. But you know what? I didn't have no craving for weed or smoke, because you don't even be craving the weed, you be craving smoke. So I bought this smoke blend. And these are natural herbs. This not no marijuana. This not no weed. It's not none of that. These are herbs that come from God. That's why in Genesis, God said, I made every green herb good for you. We think about some dumbass weed. Marijuana, man, had me. He wasn't talking about that. He was talking about these. Motherland, peppermint leaf, sage, yuba versa, skullcap, mug root, coastfoot. I wrote down so many herbs. Let me see. Oh, y'all see my water bottles? I told you I drink heavy water. And I ain't clean up today, but it still ain't junky. Them waters, I just be killing. I be killing water. I got one right here ready to go. And I got some, like if I got a guest, I got some in the trunk or something I don't drink out of. But with my kids and it ain't no guests over here, I just be killing bottles. But if somebody came, I go get well, I got about like 3, 4 jugs in the trunk right now. I go get a jug and I got ice in there. So don't think I'm no nasty nigga. You come to my house, you get a clean glass of water. But yeah, all these sage, lavender, chamomile, damiana, hyssop, red raspberry, St. John's wort, blue lotus. I hope I spelled everything right, fam. Hey, but all them is good herbs to smoke. You know, it ain't gonna make you high. It's just gonna open your mind. It had me relax, but I still did everything today. I went cut my grass. I did a little arm weights. I ain't do no real workout, but I messed with my little barbell. I cut the whole grass, the front and the back. I had cut, a lot of hair, and everything. You know that weed had you lazy. I was gonna make some fajitas tonight, but I'm not hungry. I had ate some of these, some cashews. Yeah, this was my dinner. I had a bag of these, cause I went home and I didn't even want to eat them. I wasn't hungry. So I'm through with that weed. I don't miss it after the day. If I want to roll up, I'll roll up this. Just not make me high, but it do make me relax a little. And it's the effects of smoking. I'm smoking, so it ain't fuck with my lungs. All these shits in here is properties that help your body. And they blow good smoke. It tastes good off the mint. Hey. So weed than that. I said I was gonna try for 30 days. I'm through with that shit. I ain't no fake nigga. Once I quit something, I ain't going back. I quit all meat. That's another thing I ain't say. I went totally vegan. Cause I still was eating chicken. So another thing I quit. I quit shrimp, lobster, crab, all that shit. I quit that. But now I quit all meat. But I quit shrimp and lobster and crab while I was still eating meat. I just only ate fish with scales and fins. I didn't eat all that shit. I don't eat all that nasty ass sowie and catfish and what's that up tilapia and all that shit poison. So if I read the Bible, if I eat something out the sea, it's gonna have scales and fins. So, I didn't eat nothing. I found that out in the Bible. I used to love shrimp and all that. I never liked catfish and that dirty type shit. But I used to love shrimp and crab. Man, I cut that shit out. Once I found out it's no good for your body and all my arthritis and everything, I used to have joint pain, all that shit went away. And that was them crabs and shrimps. You know what I mean? So if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to quit it, man. Now it's that weed, I'm through. I'm cutthroat to the bone, baby. I don't play. I don't straddle the fence. Nigga, if it's something ain't good, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to just get better, man. I'm going to keep getting better, man. You know what I mean? And one thing I ain't going to quit is this journey.